Shemai everyone, how fantastic to be with you on this lovely Saturday morning, and I'm delighted to be part of the For the Love of Pretty Paper Facebook page and is a YouTube hop. We are celebrating on this page National Scrapbooking Day later in the month. It was decided that we would do it on the bank holiday weekend, and the theme of the hop is a glorious rainbow, and each YouTuber has been asked to choose a colour to scrap with, and I'm delighted to share red with you, or coch as we say in Welsh. Now I must be honest, the usual time that I use coch for scrapbooking is for Christmas, so I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone a little bit. Don't forget that in my description below, just down the bottom here, there is a link to all the other colours of the rainbow and all the other wonderful creations by the rest of the YouTubers. So let me show you what I'm going to be doing today. So this is a photo of my great nephew, and luckily enough he's wearing a glorious red coat. So what I've done, I've gone through my box of ephemera and chosen some pieces that I think will go well with my page. So as you can see, I've gone for all the red ephemera and die cuts. I chose this because I quite like using die cut shapes that I probably won't use as titles, as a little bit of a layering piece. So I'm going to put those to one side. I also had these. These are by Crepe Paper and they're La La Love, and I quite fancied this one here. Then from the Chamel box of crayons, I'm thinking of the stars and the hearts and these sweet little photo corners here. Paper wise, as I say, I don't use much red paper for scrapbooking unless it's for Christmas, and I didn't want to scrapbook a Christmas photo in May. So I found this one, which is a very old piece. This is from 2012. This is for My Mind's Eye, and it's Lucky in Love, Along for the Ride, and I've gone for this side here. This side is really cute as well. And then I've chosen New Day by Dear Lizzie. I love these pieces, but I think I might use some of this as well to layer up my photo. I've got a piece of white cardstock, and I've also prepared, I cut this on my silhouette. It might be a little bit hard for the camera to pick up the detail here because it doesn't like my silhouette matte, I don't think. It's a star background piece, and I've cut it ready, and then I've also put, because this is just normal basil cardstock, I've put a layer of clear gesso on it so I can apply some mixed media. I'm going to do that a second. I'm going to just clear my desk for this because you wouldn't believe the mess I can make with a spray, and I have shaken these for ages and ages off screen. So as you can see, I'm just, oh, this one doesn't seem to want to spray very well. So what I'm going to do, as I say, leaving it on here, do the packaging technique, and I'm just going to splodge it all over. Now this is looking like someone's just been massacred at the moment, but hopefully, fingers crossed, when I take it off, obviously the stars will be cut out, so it won't be such an intense red. Just going to spray a bit more. There we go, and squidge it all over. And then I'm just going to roll over it. As you can see, I think I need to treat myself now to a new kitchen roll. There we go. And then I'm going to add as well, I've got some navy Heidi Swap Colour Shine, and I'm just going to carefully spray some splodges, and once again I'm just going to pick some of it up, and then I'm going to put this aside to dry. And then I think I will be backing some of the stars with some of my pattern paper and then leaving some of them blank then. So what I'm going to do, with the power of television, I'm going to come back to you and it'll all be prepared ready. See you soon. Well, let me tell you, that wasn't the fastest job I've ever had to do. I think because of the combination of the gesso and perhaps the ink wasn't completely dry, it was a complete and utter faff to take the centres out of the stars. So I'm just so glad I saved you the boredom of watching me struggle with that. So what I've done now, I've applied it to my white background and I've just done a few sprinkles of ink and I've backed just a few of the stars. And I've kept the centre of the stars then, and I've added some foam pads to them, and I'm then going to sort of fit them back in, but raise them up. They're not necessarily going back in the right stars. It's just in the sort of stars that they fit in. It just gives it a bit of a 3D sort of feel to it. As I say, I'm not going to fill them all back in, but just a couple here. I haven't stuck all the back down completely because I wanted it to sort of feel as if it was lifting off the page, which it definitely is. So once I put a few of these back in, I'm then going to find something that fit. This one will fit. I'm then going to back my photo. I'm going to put this aside a second because as you can see I've got a few sprinkles. So I don't know if you can tell there, but there are a few sort of raised stars. Move that over. And I'm going to bring the photo back in then. I'm going to layer it onto this piece here. I love my ATG gun, except that it's not working properly tonight. I obviously knew that I wanted to get this sorted. I'm just going to put tape down the two long sides. I'm going to put that on there then. So my very squeaky but favourite trimmer. I bought it from Staples many years ago. And it's one of my favourite ones to use, to be honest. There we go. And I'm then going to back it onto the teal, just to have a bit of contrast on the page. I've got to be careful because my hands are a little bit gluey, so I'm trying not to get it on my photo. Just trim this down. Oh, sorry. Oh. There we are. And put that to one side. And I think I want the photo around about this side, I think. And I'm also going to add this little frame, this little die cut here to the corner of it, just to give it a little bit of a different feel. The good thing about using cut files, when you've got geometric shapes, you can also then use the shapes to embellish your page. There it is. As I say, try not to press down with the flat of my hand because I'm a little bit grubby. And I think I'm going to use the title, which is All Kinds of Awesome. He's a little superstar, fair play to him. And I'm going to put one, I think I might put this up in this corner. There he is. And as you can see then, I've just tucked the ends of the 2 stars out around. What I'm going to do is get a paper towel to press down on there. Then as if it's sort of framing it, I'm going to bring this in up here. He is super cool. He loves posing for photos. And he loves new clothes by the look of things. As I say, I'm going to bring this down here then. I must be honest, I have enjoyed using the red. I did wonder if it was going to be a bit of a struggle for me, because as I say, it isn't a colour I tend to use that often. And I'm sure we've all got favourite colours to scrapbook with, but it's quite nice to challenge ourselves and to enjoy the other colours of the rainbow. I can't wait to see what the rest of the YouTubers have come up with, because I find looking at other people's layouts so inspiring. It's the end of a very, very long half term, so my brain isn't quite working today. We had a school trip yesterday to the hay festival, so I'm on my knees. So I'm just putting this little banner shape then up in the corner. XOXO. So what I tend to do, I tend to store my embellishments in containers by sort. So it tends to be die cuts, but then within that, then I tend to sort, try to keep to a bit of a rainbow as well. So it makes it much easier when I'm looking for something to use. I've got the date for this photo on my phone, so I'm going to leave this blank down in the corner, and then I'll use a date stamp then to fill it in. And I'm going to add this little heart on. This little heart is lovely. This is from Bramble Fox. I love their perspectives. There, I'm going to put that, I put him down by here. That's a very Welsh thing, sorry, by here. I'm hoping this glue will keep it on, as long as I don't go flinging it around, which I don't usually go flinging scrapbook pages around. I should be okay. My voice is also rather croaky because of the hay festival. We took all the juniors, and so did many, many other schools. I think there were 90 coaches there altogether, which means an awful lot of children, and I'm constantly counting children. I'm just going to add a few more of the little stars on, and then my work is done. As I say, I really have enjoyed using the red inks, and I think also with inks you can, I won't put that on there, you can change the intensity of the colour in a way, because I've muted it slightly by using the navy with it as well. Put this one down here so it sort of stands out. And I think I'm just going to put one more in there to pull that one out, and then it's all done. This is making up an album for my sister-in-law. This is her little grandson. So there it is. So for the first colour of the rainbow, I had red. And as you can see, it's quite a pinky red mine. Apart from the die cuts then, which are more of a bright, intense red. So thank you so much for joining me. Please check out the links below and be inspired by the rest of the YouTubers, and enjoy the rest of the colours of the rainbow. In Welsh, we call a rainbow envis. So lliwiau envis, colour of the rainbows. So diolch, thank you for watching, hwyl fawr, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.